I bought some batteries, but they weren't included. I installed a skylight in my apartment. My upstairs neighbors are furious. I used to work at a hydrant factory. I pissed on everything. I put instant coffee in the microwave. Almost went back in time. I poured spot remover on my dog. I can't find him. I have an existential map. It has "You are here" written all over it. My friend has a trophy wife, but apparently it wasn't for first place. I went to a restaurant that serves breakfast at any time. So I ordered French toast during the Renaissance. I put my air conditioner in backwards. It's cold outside. I was reading the dictionary. I thought it was a poem about everything. I accidentally installed a light switch in my garage. Turns off the sun. I have a large seashell collection, which I keep scattered all over beaches. I tried to catch some fog. I missed. I have a paper shredder at my home. It's mostly for junk mail, but sometimes I let it edit my diary. I bought some powdered water, but I don't know what to put in it. I plugged my iPhone into my computer. Now it's stuck in its own thought loop. The fuck is that? The fuck? The other day well, wait, no. That was someone else. I'm a peripheral visionary. I can see the future, but just out of the corner of my eye. I bought some glasses. My eyes couldn't see them. I Xeroxed my watch. Now I have too much time on my hands. I once walked by a guy playing the saxophone. I think he was improvising reality. I used to be a fisherman, but I gave it up because I couldn't live on my net income. I have a hobby. I collect dust. I just got out of the hospital. I was in a speed reading accident. Yeah, I hit a bookmark. I saw a subliminal advertising executive, but only for a second. I got a postcard from a friend. It was a photo of the entire Earth. On the back it said, "Wish you were here." I lost my watch. Later, I found it, but it was running backward. That's how I know I'll be late yesterday. I bought a decaffeinated coffee table. You can't tell the difference. I have a switch in my house that doesn't do anything. Every once in a while, I just flip it. Yesterday, I got a call from a woman in Australia saying, "Cut it out." I used to be a lifeguard, but somebody ran off with my whistle. My house is on the median of a highway. You can't get there from here. I washed a sock. It came out as a mitten. I went to a museum where all the art was made of lollipops. It was so realistic. I had a sweet tooth for surrealism. I like to reminisce with people. I don't know. When I was little, my grandmother told me to follow my dreams. And so I took a nap. I like to fill my house with plants so I can leave the windows open and the trees outside don't get jealous. I used to know a guy who was a magician. He was a refrigerator repairman. My mechanic told me, "I couldn't repair your brakes. I just made your horn louder." I was walking down the street and a guy gave me a really dirty look. And I said, "Thanks. I needed that." I rented a video on how to scuba dive. I put it in the sink, but it sank. I was driving through the desert and I saw a sign that said, "Turn left for right of way." I just went home. I have a microwave fireplace. I can lay down in front of the fire in 8 seconds. I stayed at a hotel with a pool that was really shallow on one end. I was there for a week. I still don't know how to swim. I wrote a letter to myself, but I didn't get it yet. I guess I'll just find out what I said later. I saw a sign on the highway that said, "Watch for rocks." I thought, yeah, I'll keep an eye on them. I bought a humidifier and a dehumidifier. I put them in the same room so they can fight it out. My roommate said, "Could you please turn the lights off when you leave the room?" So now I just leave the room in the dark. I met someone with a broken elevator once. He had no ups and downs. I saw a sign that said "falling rocks." I tried, but I couldn't get the hang of it. I once saw a guy try to lift a pair of dumbbells. He said it was too much of a weight for him to bear. I can levitate birds, but nobody cares. I turned my couch into a convertible. Yeah, that's a couch with the roof cut off. I was asked to name all the continents, so I started with dog. I was walking around the grocery store. I didn't buy anything. I just like to push the cart, for exercise. I had amnesia once, maybe twice. I had to buy a new alarm clock. The old one stopped ringing after I woke up. I have a tendency to repeat myself. I used to work at a vitamin store, but I quit. My boss told me to be positive. I bought a car with a sunroof, but it doesn't work at night. I was trying to take a nap in my chair, but I fell asleep before I could. My house is a smart home. Sometimes it changes the locks when it's mad at me. I saw an advertisement that said, "Do you want to know what women want?" I clicked it, and it just said, "Not this." I put my GPS in adventure mode. Now I'm lost, but it's exciting. I asked the librarian for a book on paranoia, and she whispered, "They're right behind you." I once got into a staring contest with my mirror. I won. I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know which one comes first. I went to a fortune teller and she said, "You will not enjoy this conversation." She was right. I saw a bus today. It drove past me and I thought, well, there goes my ride. I have a friend who says I'm allergic to work. I said, I'm allergic to hard questions. I've been studying procrastination, but I'll get back to that later. I bought some parachute pants, but I don't skydive, so now they're just pants. I tried counting sheep to sleep, but they got lost in the fog. I used to play piano by ear. Now I use my hands. I told my therapist I'm afraid of heights. He said, "You should avoid the Alps." I said, "I don't like milk either." I walked into a bar. It was painful. I bought a house that came with a basement. Now I have 2 places to avoid cleaning. I took a class on debating. It was very argumentative. I wanted to climb a ladder, but it was leaning the wrong way. I just let it fall. I went to the doctor and said, "Doc, I broke my arm in 3 places." He said, "Well, stop going to those places." I used to be an airline pilot, but I quit. I got tired of the same old runway. I tried to make a belt out of watches. What a waste of time. I once won a staring contest with a goldfish. I have a shirt with a hood, but I only wear it to surprise myself. I opened a can of worms. It wasn't what I expected. I took my time machine for a test drive. I'll let you know how it went yesterday. I got my driver's license revoked. Turns out, you need a car. I used to be a banker, but I lost interest. I went to a haunted house, but it was just an empty real estate office. I have a calendar with no weekends. I call that working too hard. I bought a globe, but there's only one country on it. It's a dictatorship. I had a dream I was exhausted. I woke up a muffler. I can remember everything I've ever forgotten. I just don't know where I put it. I got a universal remote. Now I control the universe. I built a rocket in my garage. It's not going anywhere, but it looks fast. I taught my dog to play dead. Now he won't stop napping. I ordered a book on boomerangs. I'm still waiting for it to come back. I bought a microwave, but I haven't figured out how to get inside of it yet. I watched a documentary on clocks. It was about time. I went to an invisibility class. Nobody showed up. Okay, so that was 100 jokes by a dog with a weird voice. I hope you enjoyed them. Hit like and subscribe. Motherfucker! That was 100 jokes told to you by a dog with a weird voice. Hit like and subscribe.